My background as an artist is a vocalist. I use voice and vocality as like the central pillar in my work. It's a way to begin, it's a way to connect, it's a way to draw and bring form into being. You don't need anything. You don't need others. You can do it alone. You can take it anywhere. It's your constant companion. And it's something that gives you mobility to voice and air who you are at any given point. I come from migrant parents. My father was born in Greece, and I live with my family on acreage out in Wattle Glen on Wurundjeri country, and yeah, I am discovering what Greekness is in many ways through lots of research, but also what it means in the context of a colonial space like Australia. I grew up having songs sung to me rather than books read to me. I think that's quite significant. I didn't start doing visual art until I was about 27, and then I went to university and did my first undergraduate at the age of 29, because I spent the last 10 years before that being a singer in bands and living in Istanbul, learning different types of singing from Turkish, Kurdish and Greek traditions. Lived in Berlin, was in a rock band, writing songs with a group of people, and then that ended and I turned towards drawing. Curiosity fuels the choices that I make. What happens if we do this? How do we do this? And then you pull the different people that you need in order for that to happen. What kind of really drives this collaborative basis of my work is the magic of surprise when you get together and make things. I've worked with many communities over many years, and what's never failed is the type of connection that happens when we sing together. People are invited to have their own agency, to affect, to interrupt, to challenge me as the artist. You have to learn how to weave difference together. And I think collaboration teaches us that in a very rudimentary way. I don't think you need to be an artist that is necessarily influenced by art history in order to make art. My influences come from my everyday experiences with people and animals around me. My grandmother is a huge influence just for the sheer resilience of survival and aspiring to the Australian dream and what she's overcome. These things I find really moving, and what moves you is ultimately what inspires you. Why I make art is to kind of uncover the hidden meanings of things. There is not a moment where I'm not asking myself, why am I doing this? It's a way to feel as if what you're doing has a meaningful contribution to the world other than just transactions and getting a job done. So today I'm going to show you some really simple elementary ways of opening your voice to the world, which is something that is already embedded within you, which is already happening through speech. And it's just about simply allowing more expressive tools to come from that, so that people, whether individually or collectively, can find greater freedom in talking about what they love. The singer squats amongst cactus, cheeky, prickly plants. Light trickles down from the eucalyptus trees, her hands moving in time with her breath. Listening to the environment around you, grounding your feet in the earth, softening your eyes, expanding your ears as far as they can go. See if you can hear a car in the distance, or a bird in the tree? Can you hear the ruffles of leaves close to you? Take a deep breath in and let it out. Continuing to soften your eyes, soften your muscles, continuing to listen, breathing in and out. Experiment with breathing from both your nose and your mouth. You can inhale from your nose. You can exhale from your mouth. You can inhale with a closed mouth and exhale from an open mouth. Play with that. And see if you can hold it as long as you can. And while you hold that breath, I want you to listen even more to the sounds in the distance. Breathing in and holding it. Hold it. Hold it. Let go. Now slowly at your own pace, give your full attention to how you breathe. In front of a dry dam, long reeds grow. The singer stands in front of them, the wind blowing the reeds and her hair. She hums. The mighty hum. Everything hums. The reeds, the trees, the machines, your computer, everything hums. The hum is our home. The hum is also the first three letters of human, which I've always found really fun. Hum. Very simply close your mouth and produce a tone. Let it roll out. It's okay if it's short or long. It doesn't matter. It can also be fast. Hum for as long as you can and let it go. Breathing in and humming for as long as your breath allows. This isn't a competition. It's just about allowing the hum to come through as clearly and as long that is possible for your body. Let's see how long you can hold this hum for. Let's do it together. So we're going to breathe in and hum. Breathing in again, changing the note. Letting it go, and let's just try it a little bit softer. Breathing in. And hold it as long as you can. It's okay if it gets wobbly, you can let it go. The singer sits on a long stump, surrounded by lots of fallen trees. Behind is exposed dead tree roots sprouting from thick clay. She sings and she rests. So you're making a tone, which is a long note, with your mouth that isn't completely closed, slightly open. From that, you're going to an ah, which is your mouth completely opened, your jaw is relaxed, your eyebrows lift, and your body is soft. Ah! It's almost as if you're surprised to see me. Ah! what? That surprise is what makes it brighter, and you can hold it. So I'm toning, and I'm holding it as long as I can, and I'm toning with all the sounds around me. There's no such thing as an interrupted sound. I'm singing with the environment, the truck, and the birds. I make a tone, I hold it as long as I can without force, relaxing into the sound, allowing the resonance to bounce off all the surfaces, and then I'm heading into an R. And you can play that, it's like wings, opening and closing, opening and closing. And it's okay if your voice wobbles, go with it. Let it wobble out and then return to it. Do this continuously. You could stop there, or you could return to the tone. Depending on how much breath you have, you could do it multiple times. You could even do it fast. So you've got lots of things to play with, even just with those two very simple invitations. She imitates bird calls, wind, machines. At her feet are dry sticks and leaves. So I'm lying in the middle of a paddock, and I want to explore my vocal register. My vocal register is moving between my lowest note and my highest note, and everything in between. And the way I get from the lowest note to the highest note is by sliding as quick as I can between. You can also do it slowly, but it's easier to begin by going faster. I do this with a closed mouth. I do this with a bubble. It's okay if you can't bubble. Not everyone can when they first try. And a way to do that is by placing two of your index fingers on the corners of your mouth and just gently pushing. Give it a go. Now apply sound. Kind of sounds like an engine, which is why I love it. And now let's try sliding up and down. Now let's change it to a hum tone. The other sound I was making in the paddock was a wobbly sound. That's opening your mouth and allowing the voice to just ripple rather than holding it straight. So instead of going, you're letting it go. There's no correct way to do that other than experimenting with your type of wobble. This wobble is echoing with the whole farm. It becomes the paddock's voice. You don't always have to be standing up to sing. You don't always have to be sitting in a correct posture to produce a note, although that's good too. You can also be lounging, lying around like a sleepy kangaroo. With some of those slides you just heard, I also did a zoom zoom sound. This is to emulate dirt bikes, tractor noises, and cars. The voice can be many things. All you do is apply the word zoom to the slide. Have a listen. You you should be feeling some kind of pressure in your diaphragm, which is that space just below your belly button where you breathe into and out of. That should squeeze in when you make that noise. The singer walks towards a large metal structure. It's a cylinder with rough edges and rust. There is a large hole. Inside is a cave. She places her face in and begins to sing, swirling her voice around its amphitheatre-type space. So what have we done? We've breathed, we've hummed, we've sighed, we've done vocal sliding up and down, and now what? We've listened, and now what? Now it's time to use some of those vocal elements, the humming, the sighing, the sliding, the breathing, into an improvisation. I found the water drum. Not everyone has a water drum. Maybe your bathroom's a great place for that. Maybe your kitchen, maybe even a saucepan. You can find a surface or a space that can help you become more than yourself with your voice. You lean into that space, whether it's into the saucepan or up into a bathroom, and just try humming. Listen to it echo. Listen to it make many notes. Change it from a hum to an ah. Open and close your mouth on the same note, or change those notes, make many. The echo is your collaborator. Experiment now with wobbling your sound, expanding it into the space, imagining it rippling all the way up into the sky. Let it bounce. Enjoy the bounce. Enjoy the way that it reverberates. And now listen to it. It's not about making a good sound. It's not about making the best sound. It's not about being a singer. It's just about making sound.